So one of the biggest questions about Fairy Tail is why didn't Hiro Mashima, the creator of Fairy Tail, do pairings? And I don't know exactly why. I'm not gonna say I know exactly why, but I think I do know maybe a little bit about this. And I think it all starts with Bleach and Naruto. Shows that just had a heavy dose of hey, I want pairings from the fan base. And Bleach is a perfect example of just the pushback was so just dramatic, over dramatic per se too. And trust me, I was mad whenever I heard that Ichiruki wasn't a thing. But damn it all, I would not have done the things I said to Kuba, like some people sending him death threats and so on and so forth. And of course, Hiro didn't want that. Of course, he didn't want that pushback. And Hiro did go into kind of a little bit of detail about voters pools and stuff like that do matter. Like whenever they say, did you like this in the show? And when they do that Shonen Jump Weekly for Kodansha and or just Shonen Jump for Shueisha, those voter pools matter. Those editors look at them. I mean, and you want to be able to write the story you write. So Hiro Mashima just, quite frankly, played it safe. I mean, Sakura Naruto. There's so many people that wanted that, and I did too. To be quite honest, like I still today I think like, what would that have turned out like? You always want that what if, especially if that's the thing that you root for to begin with. I mean, now if we hop on to Bleach, of course, I thought Ichigo and Rukia definitely deserve to be together more so than Orihime and him because just the chemistry, the dialogue that they shared, it just made more sense to me, and it still does today, and I'll be honest with you. But at the same time, Hiro had all these relationships that people like planned out, and maybe that's just not quite how he wanted them to go, even though they did seem quite perfect. I mean, you had Mirror Jane with Loxus, you had, of course, Natsu with Lucy, which that kind of seemed like there was something there a couple different times. Urza with Law, which was truly, obviously there's feelings there for sure, 100%. I mean, there was a kissing scene where they almost kissed until obviously Jalal just kind of pulled away and made a dumb false statement. And I mean, there's so many more. Juvia and Gray, of course. And those, Juvia and Gray is really essentially the only pairing that I felt like kind of, just from what I poked around and prodded in the manga, it kind of said, yeah, we're definitely going to be together and end all this, but they never truly showed that. I mean, Loxus and Levy, and once again, Loxus, Levy, Bisca, and Alzak were really the only true pairings, though, right? So, I mean, that's one thing that could have worried, Hero. What if I want to make a future generations? What if I want to make a Boruto generations? And let's be honest, Fairy Tail is not on the same level as Naruto's fan base. But it was very popular back in its day, and who knows what, maybe he could have had a little bit more freedom to do what he wanted if he knew, he said, hey, I can lose a few million fans and I'm still A-okay, and he can't do that now. So maybe that's one of the things that really kind of deterred him from doing this, like saying, hey, here's a statement. I'm gonna make a statement by showing you guys in this panel visually that these two people are together, and maybe he just want to beat around the bush because then he can say, hey, they're together, but they're not together at the same time, So that's something that you really do got to think about. Maybe that's why Hiro did what he did. And it does make sense if he did do that. So maybe there'll be a movie later on. Maybe there'll be something in OVA. Who knows? But maybe there'll be a next generations, as a lot of people do expect. Even though Hiro Mashima did go out on a limb and say, I want to write something very similar to Fairy Tail, but I want to write the 180 of that too. Stay within the fantasy thing, but I want to make it darker. That's basically what he said. He wanted to make it different from Fairy Tail, and being a little bit darker is the only thing he could have done. And he did state multiple times, I wanted to Fairy Tail to be a happy-go-lucky series, family, friends, and he did do that. So I'm wondering what's actually going to come next here. But other than that, guys, I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. What do you think? Why do you think he did what he did and not just kind of like just cement relationships and state that they were together through visuals and panels? So, I don't know. Maybe there'll be something a little extra in the anime. Who knows how the end will truly be? They can always add content. Maybe Hiro wants to do it through the anime, and he just felt like that'd be better. Because then he wouldn't have to worry about that pushback. His new work's already supposed to come out in 2018, and Fairy Tail should cover all of 2018 from my perspective. I'm pretty sure there's definitely going to be content for like 50 episodes for sure. So, hey, let's see what's going to happen next. As always, guys, you guys have been hacks. You should like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, X25. See you guys next time. Peace.